What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and this is episode 2 of 3 great YouTubers you should subscribe to. And holy crap, after I put up the first episode last week, I got a ton of emails. So I have to make some ground rules abundantly clear. Number 1, you gotta be under 20,000 subs. There were some great submissions I got where people were like at 22,000 or 23,000, but I have to be strict with that rule. 1, because it'll cut back with the insane amount of people that send me email requests to check out their channel. And 2, at that 20,000 range, your channel is on the ground and you're starting to pick up momentum. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, if you have a very devout following that also watches your live streams, you're almost getting to the point where you can make a living off of YouTube if you have a really strong following. So I have to be strict with that. It's not fair to the smaller creators that are just starting up with 500 subs, 100 subs, 200 subs. So yes, the below 20,000 sub rule is very strict. There's no bending of that rule. And number 2, I'm holding up my fingers so you know it's serious. 0, no gameplay only channels are allowed. Okay, now I don't mean that you're not showing your face and you're just doing commentary over gameplay. Hell, until fairly recently, that's all I did. What I mean is there was a whole bunch of people who sent me raw gameplay channels. There was no voiceover, there was no editing, it was just, there was like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. That's not what I'm looking for. I want to see personality. I want to see energy. Anyone can have a capture card and record gameplay. I'm looking for a channel with substance, something more than that. So if you have a gameplay only channel where it's just raw gameplay and nothing else, it's not even going to be looked at. Just want to make that clear too as well. So you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Now keep in mind there's no particular order to these channels. I like them all for different reasons. It's just I have 3. I'm going to tell you the 3 and I'll discuss them for a little bit. It should be a lot of fun. So the first channel I'm going to give a shout out to is Cabana Greg Gaming. There's just something about this guy that I love. First and foremost, he has a very relaxing vibe. He kind of reminds me of Pete Dorr. I don't know if you guys know who Pete Dorr is on YouTube. He's very calm, he's very chill, but you could tell that he has a true passion for gaming, and it just, you could sit there and watch his channel for hours and just feel relaxed, but at the same time you're entertained, and that's one of the things I liked about Cabana Greg. Also too, Cabana Greg Gaming's Family Matters What Remains of Edith Finch review was stellar. The voiceover work for when he was showing gameplay and doing the review was phenomenal. It was very well put together. It was very professional. For a channel as small as Greg's, he does very professional work. If there's one little piece of criticism I could give Cabana Greg, is that when you're editing your voiceovers for your reviews, you could breathe a little bit. Don't worry about if there's any space between your speech when you're editing the video together. Let there be sometimes. I'm not saying have 30 seconds of dead air where you make a mistake, but show the gameplay. Let there be pacing and timing to your reviews. And sometimes, maybe stop speaking and show an example of what you're speaking of with the review. But besides for that though, your Edith Finch review was really good, and I expect big things from you in the future. So make sure you go check out Cabana Greg Gaming, you won't regret it. The next YouTube channel I want you to check out is Punchin' Pie. Now, there's something to this guy too. He kind of reminds me of RGT85, and he has these very straightforward reviews. He talks about current events in the gaming industry, and it's not that he has insane production values or anything like that, but you could also tell that he's very passionate about gaming, and he's very comfortable, at least it seems anyway, on the camera. So he keeps your attention. That's something that I look for too. There's a lot of times people, you can tell that they're nervous and they feel detached from the content they're talking about. You don't get that vibe from Punchin' Pie. He looks at the camera, he wants to tell you something, and he keeps you engaged. The video I liked the most from Punchin' Pie is Pickup's video with his wife Anna. There was some real good chemistry going on between the two of them. Obviously it's his wife, but they both kept you engaged while he was going over his pickups. He shows you a clone console that he picked up, and you wanted to watch the whole pickups video. And let me tell you something, I've seen a lot of pickups video in my lifetime, and a lot of them you get bored 2 minutes in. And I watched the entire pickups video from Punchin' Pie with his wife, so that's saying something. And last but not least is a YouTuber named Rootsy. And damn, man, the production value this young guy has is incredible. He's an up-and-comer. He has about 1,000 subscribers, but I watched his LG G6 review and a few of his other reviews, and his cinematography and video editing is up there with like multi-million sub channels like MKBHD. He's on the same level as them in many ways. His production value is there, his voiceovers are excellent, his videos are professional all around, and I could see big things happening for Rootsy in the future, man. Whatever you're doing right now, you're pretty much doing it 100% right. Just keep it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy my 3 picks for up and coming YouTubers. If you think you have a channel that you want me to check out, make sure you email it to me at rich@reviewtechusa.com, and I'll have another episode of this up next Friday. And also tonight, if you are a patron, I'm gonna have a patron only live stream. And if you're not a patron and you wanna come check out the live stream, there's a plug to my Patreon. You may wanna, help support the show through Patreon. You could be part of the patron only live stream. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll play some games, discuss some topics, and it should be a real good time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you soon with more content. As always, thank you for supporting the show. Have a good one.